Uy! First ever Ultra phone ni Poco, and this is the all-new Poco F7 Ultra powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite. This is the first time na mayroon 8 Elite sumasabay sa mga flagship chip ng Qualcomm. Normally mga F-series is just always one step behind, pero ngayon sumasabay na. Meron siyang liquid cool technology 4.0 and wild boost optimization 4.0. Malaki din ng battery at 5,300 mAh and support niya 120 watts of fast charging. More details after this quick intro. Now, si Poco F7 Ultra na may 12 gigs of RAM and 256 GB of storage, ang kanyang SRP will be $37,999, pero para sa mga early bird, $34,999 na lang siya. And ang kanyang 16 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of storage, ang kanyang SRP will be $39,999, pero para sa'yo, ang early bird is $37,999. More details on the description box below. Now, taking a look at yung kanyang design, one of the first thing na napansin ko is yellow niya is not as bright as yung mga ibang Poco phones. Normally, kasing tingkad nito ang yellow dapat ng Poco, pero dito medyo may pagka-mustard yellow ang datingan nito. Bilog ang kanyang camera module, which is a little bit different from the Poco F6 series. Curve ang kanyang mga sides dito sa kanyang back panel, sa ilalim and sa gilid, kaya hindi edgy pag hinahawakan ko. Pero flat ang kanyang screen, hindi curve. Now, one thing to notice is tama lang nipis ng kanyang bezel and it is symmetrical throughout yung kanyang phone. May kunting kabigatang phone at 212 grams. Normally, ang mga Poco is below 200 grams. And meron din siyang IP68 dust and water resistance. Now, for the first time in forever, si Poco finally naglabas na rin, sumasabay na sa mga chip ng flagship ni Qualcomm. And this is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite chip inside the Poco F7 Ultra. Ang taas ng score na nakuha na dito sa Antutu benchmark at 2.28 million points. And this is the breakdown score. Ito ang score na nakuha ko dito sa Geekbench, sa kanyang CPU benchmark and sa kanyang GPU benchmarking. Now, one of the good things naman sa mga phones like this one is malaki naman ng battery, 5,300 mAh. I was hoping na sana i-bump up na to 6,000, kapareho ng Poco F7 Pro. But I think personally, given na meron naman siya 120 watts of fast charging support, kayang-kaya naman na mag-charge in just a little bit about 20 minutes, puno na iyong battery. And it also supports 50 watts ng wireless charging, so wala kang maging problema if you're a fan ng mga wireless charge. Nagkaroon siya ng Poco F5 Pro ng wireless charging, tinanggal niya ng F6 Pro, and binalik niya right now sa F7 Ultra. On a day-to-day basis, the phone nito can last me a whole day. Walang problema as long as you're using it normally. Wala ka ng mga heavy gaming or heavy photography or heavy video recording. Walang problema ang one whole day. And nung sinalang ko to sa PC Mark na battery stress test, under 50% brightness and 60 Hz screen refresh rate, mataas na nakuha natin, guys. 18 hours and 42 minutes. Solid. Now, pag-usapan natin quickly ang kanyang display. Ang Poco F7 Ultra has a 6.67-inch na Flow AMOLED display. Kaya naman display up to 2K resolution and meron siyang 120 Hz screen refresh rate. Meron siyang max brightness na 3,200 nits and touch sampling rate niya is 480 Hz. Meron din siyang 3,840 na PWM dimming, parang protect sa inyong mata. Now, kung ang hilig mo is browsing sa inyong mga smartphones, this is definitely a good device for social media consumption. Browsing on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and all of the other social media apps na meron ninyo, talagang mai-enjoy mo dito dahil sa kanyang high refresh rate. And honestly, maganda ka na display panel. So, if you're watching mga HD content naman dito, definitely it's going to be a treat dahil sobrang nice ang kanyang display. Punchy and bright ang kanyang colors, and the black is definitely blacker. Kahit anong pampanorin mo dito, I'm sure mag-enjoy ka. Now, the phone ni Poco has dual speakers. Isa sa ilalim and the other one is coming off dito sa kanya earpiece. Pakinggan na natin kung gaano kalakas ang kaya na ibigay pag nakasagarang ng volume. Pretty solid ang kanyang sounds and I would say na malakas ang tugtog ng kanyang speakers. Now guys, I did play 4 titles dito sa phone na ito: Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, Call of Duty Mobile, and si Farlight 84. Now pagdating kay Genshin Impact, I'm pretty sure na mag-enjoy ka dito dahil this one has the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite. Sobrang lakas naman niya para sa Genshin Impact. And sinagad-sagad naman natin ka ng graphical settings, was able to enjoy this game. Halos wala ko masyadong napansin na frame drops. And lalo na pa nagbabakbakan kayo, nagka-clash kayo ng mga boss and enemies along a certain point. Wala ka mafe-feel na lags dito sa gameplay na ito. Mabilis naman ka ng touch response, and one of the good things dito sa kanya is that hindi siya super init at 39 degrees Celsius. Kapag dito sa Wuthering Waves, okay naman ang kanyang gameplay. There are times na may na-feel ako konting frame drops kasi sinagad ko ng kanyang graphical settings. Probably hindi lang super optimized pa siya para dito sa chip na ito. Pero overall gameplay was really good. Ganda ng kanyang graphics and the screen touch response was really fast. One of the good things na gusto ko dito sa kanya is malakas ang kanyang sounds. Kaya talaga mag-i-enjoy ka dito sa kanya. And playing after 30 minutes, umabot ako ng 44 degrees Celsius. Pagdating sa Farlight 84, wala namang maging problema dito sa kanyang gameplay. And sobrang smooth ng experience ko dito sa kanya. I did play mga 3 VR matches dito sa kanya and nag-enjoy naman ako, no? One of the good things dito sa kanya is sobrang ganda na kanyang graphics and talagang mag-enjoy ka sa kanya. Wala naman ako naging problema sa kanyang touch response and pinakamainit inabot niya after 30 minutes of gameplay is 39 degrees Celsius. Pagdating sa Call of Duty Mobile, wala ka talagang maging problema dito dahil hindi naman siya ganong kalakas kumain ng resources and sinagad-sagad natin ka ng graphical settings. Talagang may enjoy mo tong game na ito dahil it was really a fast-paced game. Very accurate naman ang aking touch response dito sa phone na ito while playing CODM, and pinakamainit na inabot niya after 30 minutes of gameplay is 37 degrees Celsius. Napag-usapan natin ang camera dito sa Poco F7 Ultra. Honestly, sabihin ko na sa inyo ahead of time, hindi lang to pang gaming, maganda rin ang kanyang camera. And it starts off with a 50MP na main camera sensor with a Light Fusion 800 image sensor. Meron din siyang OIS. Then, of course, meron siya 50MP na telephoto lens with a 2.5 times zoom and a 32MP na ultra-wide camera with 120 degrees of field of view. This one can shoot you up to 8K and 24 FPS. And ang kanyang front-facing camera is a 32MP na front-facing shooter which can shoot you up to 1080p and 60 FPS. Now, pag outdoor siya na pinag-uusapan dito sa Poco F7 Ultra, I can assure you that this one can definitely get you some really nice shot. Taking a look at this very simple shot, just taking a quick snap around the vicinity, makita mo there's a lot of details preserved siya ng cloud, and itong building na ito, it's definitely very sharp ang kanyang details. As well as this one, makita mo, no, ang ganda ng pagkakuha dito, very simple, pero ang ganda tingnan ng kanyang picture. The blue sky is really nice, and yeah, I would say na it's a bit saturated, pero maganda lang siyang tingnan. Quickly walking around sa vicinity, you'll be able to get some really nice snap dito sa camera niya dahil it's really one of a kind. Now, nilaro naman natin kanyang ultra-wide shot, and this is how it looks like. 1 times, 2 times, 2.5, and this is a 5 times zoom. Now, checking yung mga signage niya, okay naman, no? It's still sharp pa rin mga text na makita natin dito sa signboard. But one thing to notice kanya is yung kanyang color difference between the 2 times zoom and ang kanyang 2.5 times zoom is quite a bit different. Medyo mas yellowish ang 2 times zoom and 2.5 is a little bit whitish. Now, if you're trying to take some greens naman, well, honestly, I would say na medyo a bit saturated. Pero maganda naman ka ng pagka-saturation. And maganda naman pagkakuha dito sa mga dahon na ito. It's really sharp. Now, taking a look at this one, makita natin there's a lot of details preserved sa kanyang petal, which is definitely good. And taking some flower shot like this one on outdoor, makikita mo there's definitely a lot of details preserved. Now, if you're going indoor, taking some food shots, honestly, maganda mga food shots na makuha mo dito sa Poco F7 Ultra. I was able to get some really nice snaps dito sa kanya, and sa loob ng restaurant, I was able to get some of this really nice snaps. So, makita mo talagang clear na clear, sharp na sharp mga photos na makuha mo dito sa F7 Ultra. And honestly, I was quite amazed din sa mga shots na nakuha ko dito. I wasn't really expecting it to be this good. This is probably another shot na favorite ko, and honestly, taking a look at this one, ang ganda ng kanyang pagka-focus sa subject and blurring all the way to the background. Taking a gown shot, you would see na ang clear pa rin ng mga details ng mga beads niya. Pati ito, no, kita mo ang ganda pa rin ng details. Taking some cake shots, looks good. And pagdating naman sa gabi, you'll be able to take some really nice snap in this kanya. And makapapansin mo, medyo na-enhance niya ang kanyang gabi to make it look a little bit of a maybe turn back ng 1-2 oras, no? Medyo parang pababa pa lang araw. Pero in reality, gabi na talaga ito. And this is another shot as well as this one. Now, pag selfie naman pag-uusapan, I was quite surprised din sa kanang shot. I was able to take in some really nice snaps dito sa kanang front-facing camera. There's a lot of details. To my surprise, I like the way this camera was able to perform on the front-facing camera. And I was able to enjoy the photos that I was able to take from the Poco F7 Ultra on the front-facing camera. Ako, indoor ng pag-uusapan natin, equally nice though. Though it's a little bit softer compared to outdoor, but nevertheless, these shots are definitely good for a mid-range phone like the Poco F7 Ultra. Now, if you're trying to take a vlog using the front-facing camera, quite stable ang kanyang video just using my bare hand, and not bad ang kanyang video resolution. And ang kanyang rear camera is quite smooth using just my bare hand, and I would say na, magandang kanyang resolution na dito sa kanyang camera. And this is going to be a good vlogging phone, not just for gaming, pati vlog kayang-kaya niya. Now, with a phone like this, sobrang niyang powerful. Si Poco F7 Ultra is the first of its class sa Poco F series, and very promising ang mga pinapakita sa atin ng Poco dahil kaya na nilang sumabay with mga flagship chip ni Qualcomm. Probably makita na yun natin mga MediaTek na flagship chip na sa Poco series na rin. Masasabi ko dito is hindi lang magandang gaming experience ko dito, pati kanyang camera experience, except that yung kind of front-facing camera medyo hindi lang masyado na-impress. Overall, yung feel nito phone na ito is definitely good. And for me, madali ko lang marerecommend to para sa mga power-hungry users. Ikaw, isa ka ba sa mga nag-aaban ng Poco F7 Ultra? Kung gusto nyo malaman kung saan nyo pwede mabili itong phone na ito, I'll post the official links on the description box below. And if you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends. And a quick sub is definitely awesome. I'll see you in my next one. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.